The $20 rule. How to save money when you're broke and finally break the cycle. The real weight of being broke. Nobody prepares you for how exhausting it is to be broke. Not physically, mentally. It's the constant background noise in your head. It's opening your banking app before buying something small. Not because you don't know what's in there, but because you're hoping the number somehow changed. It's standing in a grocery aisle doing subtraction in your head. It's pretending you're busy when friends invite you somewhere because explaining you're short again feels humiliating. And the worst part? It's not even the money. It's the identity that slowly forms around it. You start thinking, I'm just bad with money. I can't save. I've tried before. It never works. So you stop trying. Or you try for 3 weeks, fail, and feel worse than before. Today I'm going to share something ridiculously simple. It's not a complex investing strategy. It's not a budgeting spreadsheet. It's not cut out coffee and you'll be rich. It's called the $20 rule. And before you roll your eyes, this is not about $20. It's about rewiring how your brain sees money. And if you've never been able to build savings before, this might be the first thing that actually sticks. Why most saving advice fails broke people. Let's be honest. Most financial advice is designed for people who already have margin. Save 20% of your income. Okay, what income? The consistent one? The predictable one? The one that doesn't change every month? Because if you're living paycheck to paycheck, or juggling gig work, side hustles, inconsistent pay, your income looks like chaos. Some weeks feel okay. Some weeks feel like survival. And saving a percentage of chaos is almost impossible. Here's what usually happens. You feel motivated. You decide you're going to change. You set up an automatic transfer. You feel responsible. Then life hits. Gas, subscriptions, an unexpected bill. Groceries cost more than you thought. So you move the money back. Now you feel worse. Now you've proven to yourself that you can't save. It's not that you lack discipline. It's that the system you're using was never built for instability. The real problem isn't math. It's psychology. Saving money is not primarily a math issue. It's behavioral. If saving feels like deprivation, you won't do it. If saving feels like punishment, you won't stick with it. If saving feels overwhelming, you'll avoid it. And avoidance is the silent killer of financial progress. You stop checking your account. You stop planning. You hope nothing goes wrong. Meanwhile, stress grows quietly in the background. The $20 rule works because it doesn't fight your psychology. It works with it. The rule, and why it's so simple. Here it is. Every time you get paid from anything, you move $20 into a separate savings account. That's it. Not 20%. Not whatever's left over. Not when things calm down. Just $20. Every qualifying payment. Every time. And no, this isn't about the amount. It's about creating a permanent shift in your identity. Why $20 works when everything else fails. There are 4 reasons this works. 1. It's small enough to win. If I told you to save $500 this month, your brain would resist. It would start calculating, panicking, making excuses. But $20? Your brain doesn't fight $20. It's small enough to act. Small enough to not disrupt survival. Small enough to repeat. And repetition builds identity. 2. It builds the habit first, not the amount. Most people focus on the size of savings. Wrong focus. Habits are more important than totals in the beginning. You're not building a bank account yet. You're building proof. Proof that you can save. Proof that you follow through. Proof that money doesn't disappear instantly. Once the habit feels normal, increasing the amount becomes natural. But if the habit never forms, the amount doesn't matter. 3. It separates you from zero. There is a massive psychological difference between $0 saved and $140 saved. Even if $140 doesn't solve everything. 0 feels like vulnerability. Any number above 0 feels like control. And control reduces panic. 4. It changes your identity. This is the real shift. When you consistently move $20, you stop being someone who can't save. You become someone who saves. Identity drives behavior. Behavior reinforces identity. That loop changes everything. How to set it up the right way. Now here's where most people mess this up. Step 1. Open a completely separate savings account. Not the one you dip into constantly. Not the one attached to your checking. A fresh one. Step 2. Name it something meaningful. Freedom Fund. Emergency Piece. Stability Account. Future Me. Names matter. Step 3. Choose your trigger. This could be every paycheck. Every time you earn $100. Every completed gig. Every freelance payment. Make it clear. No confusion. No negotiation. Step 4. Transfer it manually. Do not automate. You need to feel it. You need your brain to register. I got paid. I saved $20. That repetition wires the habit. What happens after a few weeks? At first, it feels almost insignificant. Then something shifts. You open the account. Says $80. Then $140. Then $260. Now it's visible. Now it's real. Now you don't want to break the streak. Momentum kicks in. And here's what's interesting. Once you prove your life doesn't collapse without that $20, you start wondering, what if I did $30 on good weeks? Then $40. Then maybe 1 month you hit $200 save total. Not because someone forced you, because your identity shifted. The confidence effect. This is where the transformation becomes deeper. Imagine your phone breaks. Old you, panic, credit card, stress. New you, transfer from savings. Solve problem, move on. Even if the savings only cover part of it, the emotional experience is different. You feel capable. That feeling spills into other areas. Negotiating pay, taking smarter risks, turning down low-value opportunities. Because desperation decreases. And desperation is expensive. Why this matters in 2026. The economy is unpredictable. Gig work is common. Side hustles are normal. Income volatility is everywhere. Traditional budgeting assumes stability. But most people don't live in stable income structures anymore. The $20 rule works in unstable systems because income can be inconsistent. The savings habit is not. That consistency becomes your anchor. The level up framework. Once the habit is locked in, here's the natural progression. Level 1. Consistency at $20. Level 2. Increase on strong weeks. Level 3. Build to $500. Level 4. Build to $2,000. Level 5. 3 months of expenses. You don't jump levels. You climb them. Slowly. Intentionally. And the climb matters more than the destination. What not to do. Don't compare yourself. Someone else having $50,000 saved doesn't invalidate your $200. Don't shame yourself if you use it. Savings are meant to be used for emergencies. Rebuilding after using it strengthens the habit even more. Don't wait for more income. That day rarely feels different. Start with what you have. The deeper truth. The $20 rule is not a wealth strategy. It's a stability strategy. It's about escaping the emotional chaos of always being at zero. When you're at zero, everything feels urgent. When you're not at zero, decisions feel calmer. Calm decisions compound. Panic decisions cost. Final shift. Let me say this clearly. You do not need to become rich to feel better about money. You need to feel stable. And stability starts small. If you've never been able to build savings before, this is your starting point. Open the account. Move $20. Repeat. If this helped you see money differently, subscribe, not because you have to, but because we're building practical systems that actually work for real life. And if you're still watching, you already know what you need to do next. Move the $20. Start the shift. And prove to yourself that you can. Because you can.